am so excited for today's video. I am reading Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. It's a part of the Hunger Games universe. This is literally my most anticipated read of the year. If you know a little bit about the Hunger Games, it surrounds Haymitch's story. So Haymitch is the mentor for Katniss and Peter from District 12. He won his games and it's basically all about how he won and his story. I'm honestly such a nerd when it comes to stuff like this. I'm so excited. The film trailer dropped more recently and oh my gosh, it looks amazing. The cast is insane. Like young Effie, like young Haymitch. Oh, because the film's coming out, I thought I need to read this. I need to find out what happens. And I quite like reading a book and then watching it on screen. A lot of people don't like that, but I enjoy imagining it in my head and then watching how other people imagine it on screen, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to make myself a strawberry matcha. I'm obsessed with strawberry matcha at the minute. I'm making it on my own and it actually tastes really nice. I'm gonna get a drink, get some snacks probably, and just see how much I can read. This video is basically just a reading vlog, but I think I'm gonna try and read this in one day. I think it's just under 400 pages, and if you look at the text is quite like easy to read. It's quite big. So yeah, let's just see how much I can get through. Sorry, let me just take the sleeve off as well, just so you can have a look. Obsessed. Can you see that? How cute is that? So yeah, I was thinking I really don't want to make my videos like with loads of spoilers in, but it's quite hard not to when I get so invested and I want to talk about the book. So I will just give you a warning if I am going to give a spoiler, basically. But yeah, let's start reading. Make a purchase yesterday. I kind of put myself on like a book buying ban. However, this book has literally been everywhere, and on Valentine's Day my boyfriend and I went out and we were waiting for a table somewhere, so we went into a bookshop and I couldn't help myself because I'm really into changing my genres up at the minute and everyone has recommended this book to me. So it is My Friends by Frederick Backman and I'm really excited to read it. It's meant to be quite an emotional book and I don't think I've read anything by this author, so I'm very excited. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you my new purchase. I might read this next after Sunrise on the Reaping, but yeah, we'll see. I'll have to weigh a few of my options up. I just thought I'd do a quick reading update. I am on chapter 8, page 104, and I am literally obsessed with this book. It's so emotional and it's like a little bit dark. I think because I read The Hunger Games so long ago, you almost forget that like they're children going into the Hunger Games. But there are going to be quite a lot of spoilers in this video, so I would skip this part. Yes, so I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with all the characters. It's really interesting that we can see Haymitch as like a young boy and like what his thought process was when he got reaped. So basically it is a quarter quell, it's the 50th Hunger Games, so they have to send double the amount of children into the Hunger Games, so they have to send 2 girls and 2 boys. So Haymitch has met this girl called Lenore Dove. It's like his childhood sweetheart, and he's got some friends, and it basically just starts off sort of world building around District 12. I'm gonna try and not spoil this too much. Lenore Dove, which is Haymitch's girlfriend in District 12, she gets involved in like a peacekeeper situation during the reaping, and Haymitch tries to get involved to help Lenore Dove, which basically ends up with him being reaped into the 50th Hunger Games. So it's Haymitch, a girl called Luella, Macely and Wyatt. The Macely one really upset me because she's a twin and I'm a twin, and I was like, oh my gosh, can you imagine being reaped and having to like leave your twin sister? That was quite emotional. But yeah, and I'm really finding it interesting how, because it's a while ago, Haymitch's friends are actually the Everdeens, which is Katniss Everdeen's dad, and he is sort of, it's hinted that he's flirting with Astrid, which is Katniss's mum. Anyway, really interesting. So anyway, those 4 get reaped. It's a really like horrible process, and they aren't really allowed to see their family, anything like that. They get on the train, and Drusilla is actually disgusting. She scares me. And when I watched the trailer recently, I was like, oh my god, Glenn Close as Drusilla, it's like perfect. Like the way she plays her is like actually creepy, but she's written in like a really horrible way. So yes, and where am I at now? Basically, they are sort of being sent into training. They're seeing all the other competitors. We've met someone called Ampert. I think he's from District 3. I think they're trying to form different alliances. Hey Queens, just a quick reading update. I think it's been like 2 hours since we last spoke. I'm on chapter 15, page 205, and I'm flying through this. I'm so excited to find out what happens. Basically, they haven't gone into the arena yet, but it's all like the pre-games training, the interviews, so stuff like that. In the interviews, they have to sort of like give off a brand, like show themselves in a really niche way. And Haymitch has basically gone for this like rascal persona, and he scored 1 in like the general scoring that everyone gets, which is the lowest out of everyone. So he's basically making a name for himself so he can try and secure sponsors. And basically in the training, it just shows that they're all sort of making alliances. There's 2 sort of groups, one called the newcomers and one called the careers. The careers are like brutes from like higher up districts, I think, and the newcomers are more like all the skinny younger boys and girls. Also in training, Haymitch meets a man called Beatty, which is actually Ampert's father, who was in a previous Hunger Games, and it's almost implied that Snow's punishing Beatty by putting Ampert in the Hunger Games. He has given Haymitch some advice in training secretly, saying that him and Ampert need to basically break the water system in the arena. So that's sort of what Haymitch is thinking. He's also spoken to Plutarch, who said a very similar thing. So he's going into the arena thinking he needs to break it, basically. Snow is also I'm trying to think of everything that like if I'm covering everything. Snow has also threatened Haymitch by saying if he wants to die like an almost respectable death on screen, so his family can see a not a prolonged horrible death. If he wants a quick death, he needs to not threaten Snow and like rebel against the capital. So he has to basically be a good boy essentially. So that's sort of where I'm at, and I think they're going to go into the arena anytime now. So I'm going to keep reading, and I'll let you know what I think of the next 100 pages. Just a quick reading update for you guys. I have been reading in my room upstairs just for a change of scenery. I am on chapter 23, page 304. I think I've got 100 pages left, so I'm about 3/4 of the way through the book. I couldn't even tell you what's happened for the last 100 pages because that much has gone on. I also don't want to spoil it for you guys. What I will say is they're all in the arena, and I'm at the part where Haymitch is with Macely and he's continuing his mission of trying to break the arena. I really don't want to give spoilers because I know so many people are going to go to the cinema and watch it, and so many people probably have this on their TBR. But it is so emotional and like sad, and really interestingly, if you've watched the trailer, you'll know the arena is like a really like idyllic like meadow. So it kind of like fucks with their brains a little bit. The game makers do make it hard for them. They send mutts after them, mutations, like different things geographically. I will let you know what I think once I finished it. I don't know whether to save it for the morning or cram the last 100 pages and finish it this evening. I think it's like 7:45 now, so I definitely could, but I don't know. I kind of want to save it, but I'll let you know, and sure, I'll see you soon. Hey guys, it is the next day. Last night I think I read like 2 chapters because I literally couldn't help myself before I went to bed. But I think I've got like a solid 60-70 pages left until I've finished the book. So that is what we're going to be doing this morning. I also didn't realise it was pancake day today, so I'm going to make some pancakes. I've already made my matcha, obviously. I'm really excited to finish it and find out what happens. At the same time though, you know when like you're really enjoying a good book, you don't want it to end, so I am sad about that, but I want to know what happens, and I just want to watch all the edits from the fan edits from the trailer. I'm a little bit obsessed. Anyway, I will come back once I finish the book and I'll do a little review maybe with you guys and we can just chat about it. So yeah, let's get reading and I'll update you once I've finished it. Just a quick disclaimer, if I look a bit dishevelled, it's because I actually finished the book this morning and it is pretty much the evening now, and I felt like all day been really unwell, so, and it completely forgot my mind that I had to do my final thoughts on finishing the book. So here are my final thoughts. Guys, I've decided I am not going to tell you the ending because I think it's going to be a really, really big film, and if somebody watches this and I spoil it, I just think it might ruin it if you're not going to read the book and you just want to watch the film. So I'm not going to say the ending, but wow, that was like the most heartbreaking, amazing book ever. But my heart hurts for the characters. But yeah, it's amazing, and I love how all of like District 12 almost like connects. So you learn that Burdock is Katniss's dad, but Burdock is Haymitch's friend. I just love how you know like Macely, Wyatt and Llewellyn's who their families are. how like the community aspect of it, of District 12, that was really, really sad for me, and how Lenore Dove connects to Snow, if that makes sense. Her ancestors, how they connect to Snow. Really, really love the book, but my heart hurts. I think I'm gonna have to read something lighthearted because that was genuinely so sad. But with that being said, I'm 100% going to rate this 5 stars. How could I not? And I'm going to be telling everyone to read it. It just makes me so excited to watch the film. I think it's out in like 9 months, but I've been watching edits and edits and edits. Oh, because they actually make me cry. They actually make me cry. Anyway, thank you for watching the video if you've got this far. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed.